Yeah, good morning, guys. I don't want to join concerning the present thing that is happening in this country. We just heard of Odogwu Asaba, Odogwu Asaba, and Miss Favour, the girl that he raped and later committed suicide. As a non-conformist, non-conformist. The greatest tragedy is not the one person fell. The greatest strategy is not that one that probably you heard that a person fell. It is that one that we have built a culture whereby we desire that it is stronger than discipline. We believe that fame is stronger than character. And public sympathy often becomes stronger than the truth. I want us to continue analyzing this matter in a philosophical way and as a non-conformist I am. Because before any one of you condemning or defending anyone, either you are condemning as Odogwu Asaba or you are defending late Miss Favour, remember that every human being has the capacity for both virtue and vice. Justice belongs in the courtroom. Wisdom belongs in our society. Justice belongs in the courtroom. Wisdom belongs in our society. Know that. Young men should learn that self-control is very, very important. Sure, self-control is our strength, not weakness. No amount of attraction, distraction, influence, status gives anyone the right to humiliate, violate another person's dignity, which Odogwu Asaba has done. Then young women should also learn that your worth is not measured by who desires you, by who follows you, by who promises you heaven and earth, by who said, oh, I'm going to do this thing for you, I'm going to buy you the world. No. Character and discernment remain your greatest protection as a woman. Even though wrongdoing against you is never your fault. But character and discernment should remain your greatest protection. Then we must stop raising, this is advice to parents, we must stop raising children to chase validation. I won't blame many of these people because some of them came from a very poor background and they don't even have anybody to tell them that they are doing well by themselves. They don't have anyone to tell them that, oh, my daughter, you are doing well for yourself. My daughter, you are doing this. And that's why many of them chase public validation. Then we should start raising adults who master themselves. Me, as for me, everybody that know me know that I'm very, very proud. I'm very, very proud. And I validate myself. You don't have to give me self-validation before I can tell you that this is what I'm worth of. This is my worth. So, civilization is sustained not by intelligence alone, but by restraint. There are some things. I know what I want. When I was in school, I know what I want. I don't just make friends. In fact, you can't just tell me that you are my friend. I have to be the one to choose you as my friend. You can choose me as your friend, but I might not be your friend. So, I know what I'm what. I was the best graduate student when I was in college of, I was also president of the university in my own department, in Federal University of Technology. So I know what I want. I know. So you cannot just tell me. So a lot of things has gone wrong pertaining to this case of Odogwu Asaba and Miss Favour. So in this case now, it teaches us everything. In fact, it teaches us anything that we need to know. It is that decision that has consequences that we have to know. It teaches us that every action there must be reaction. It teaches us that every action there must be reactions. Because one uncontrolled movement can destroy years of reputation. One uncontrolled movement can destroy. Now, Odogwu Asaba, who knows, maybe this man has been doing that before, allegedly. Who knows that he has been doing it before this time. One uncontrolled moment can destroy our years of reputation, peace, and even our lives. The question is not Who can we counsel today? Do you want to counsel Odogwu Asaba? Who knows? Maybe he was already seeking his way out of arrest and public humiliation that he might later face in life. The question is again, what kind of society are we creating tomorrow when we have women that are not protected, when our women are getting afraid of men, when they cannot walk, when they are always walking with fear? What kind of society are we creating? When someone can actually say, I want to teach you content creation and later kill them. Because these are an indirect killing. Later humiliate them. Later rape them. Assault them. Me, as a non-conformist, like I said, I do not follow crowd because I will not be able to celebrate that Odogwu Asaba has done well on the girl that died, did something wrong. You people are doing something wrong. So I follow the truth and something very unpopular, and I would give you people my opinion. Parents, we need to start raising our children very well. Get them trained. The little you give to them, tell them, this is what I have. Be contented with it. Then don't let them see public validation. Tell your child, my child, you have done well. You are doing well. I believe you will still do well. Give them. Don't allow any outsider to start giving them public validation. Don't let them let them have hope in themselves. Let them be sure of themselves. Let them be proud of themselves. You parents can do that. Just imagine the girl will say, I would have gone to Abuja and collect 50K. What would 50K would have done to her? If you parents can actually do better. Sometimes it's not about to even procreate. It's not about to procreate. After procreation, what do you do next? You give them humiliation. As a parent, you can do better. That girl wouldn't have died. Let's say the parent has been giving that girl. Let's say the parent has given that girl better validation. And trust my parent. Ade, you are doing well. At this your age, I'm 30 years, but I'm doing well. So that is it. Thank you.